Hey everybody, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and I am excited to be bringing you another deck, another viewer-submitted deck. This time, again, we are looking at a deck that was submitted to us by our good friend, Mr. Dandelion, over in the Discord, and again, looking forward to playing this deck. This deck looks like a lot of fun. I've actually watched him play a couple games with this deck, and it can get pretty funny. So let's just hop right into this deck, and we are playing what he deems called Born to be Wild. And so yeah, this deck is crazy. It can do some crazy things. Our deck is slightly different. He was wondering whether or not we could make a few tweaks, make a few changes, see if we could get the deck to work a little bit better. And so we are doing just that. So this deck revolves around Delina, Wild Mage. It is she is a 4-mana 3/2 legendary elf shaman. So she has a really cool ability. It says whenever she attacks, choose target creature you control and then roll a d20. On a 1 through 14, you create a tapped attacking token that's a copy of that creature. It's not legendary, and then you have to exile at the end of combat. Well, the 15 through 20 says create one of the tokens, but then you can roll again. So there is a chance that you can roll over and over and over again. And there have been some decks in the past that I've seen that have played this, and some of those blue cards that let you, roll extra and try to essentially go infinite with Delina. But we're going to keep this mono red because that's how we do this, and that's how Mr. Dandelion submitted it. So really looking forward to trying out some Delina Wild Mage. Now we're just going to start from left to right, and we're going to go over each one of these cards. Barbarian Class. This is a card that is super important to this deck for multiple reasons. One, the level 1 ability just says if you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus 1, and then ignore the lowest roll. So again, with Delina, we are trying to roll 15 through 20. So if we have a Barbarian Class in play and we go to attack with Delina, we're most likely going to target herself or obviously one of our other creatures that's attacking, but a lot of the times I think we're just going to target her. We get to roll 2 d20s. So let's say we roll a 20 and a 1, because we're rolling 2 dice now because of Barbarian Class. We get to essentially ignore that 1, and then we get that 20. And then so we're going to get the benefits of the higher roll, and this is just going to help us kill our opponent a lot faster. When you get to level 2 with the Barbarian Class, it says whenever you roll a dice, a creature gets +2/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. So as you can see, if we start chaining rolls together with Delina, this is going to trigger multiple times. We're going to have multiple creatures get +2/+0 and menace. It's going to make it really hard for our opponents to block our creatures, and it's just going to start piling on damage that they're not going to be able to account for, and hopefully we'll just be able to kill them in one fell swoop. And then level 3, creatures you control have haste. This is really cool. So because we really, with our creatures specifically, we don't want our creatures to really be sitting on the battlefield because they are very vulnerable. They don't have very large toughnesses, so they are really easy to kill. So again, not really wanting to leave them on the battlefield for very long. And if we can just have all of our creatures get haste, maybe we're just going to throw them all into play in one turn and then just go crazy. Another card that we decided to add to this deck that Mr. Dandelion was not playing is Reckless Ringleader. So this is a 1-mana 1/1 haste goblin. This is one of the digital only cards, so this is actually pretty cool what this Reckless Ringleader does. So when it enters the battlefield, you get to choose a creature card in your hand and perpetually give it haste. So that means no matter what zone that creature goes into, it's always going to have haste for the rest of the game. Whether it goes to the graveyard, gets bounced, gets shuffled back into your library for some reason, kind of like gets exiled and comes back into play, like a blink effect. No matter where that creature goes, it is always going to have haste. And again, we're trying to make sure that we are able to attack with Delina as soon as we play her. So it's very important that our creatures do have haste. So this is going to be another great way to turn on that haste ability and hopefully just end the game in one turn. So we're also playing Harmonic Prodigy. Harmonic Prodigy is a 2-mana 1/3 with prowess. You've seen this in a ton of the human/shaman decks. Usually they're just Gruul based, playing a lot of, they play a lot of shamans that really benefit, that have triggered abilities, such as Burning Tree Emissary, getting to add 2 mana when it comes into play. Harmonic Prodigy says if an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So cards like I mentioned, like the elf, where you add 2 mana when it comes into play. This would happen twice. You'd actually get 4 mana. So you'd actually start adding additional mana. There's just a ton of cards that this benefits with. However, the card that this really benefits for us, we don't really care about the prowess. We care about Delina. Delina is a shaman. So whenever we attack and her ability triggers, we actually get to do it twice now. So we have even more chances to potentially just keep that loop going of rolling d20s and just making endless creatures over and over again. This could really just turn the tides, and I've seen it when Mr. Dandelion played. This just kind of, it lets you spiral out of control. It's actually really. He did decide to put in 4 copies of Thrill of Possibility. This is a deck that's pretty low to the ground mana wise, and we do need ways to draw cards. So for 2 mana, pitch a card out of your hand, and then draw 2. So kind of a replacement. We're gonna try to draw cards whenever we are kind of stalling out and try to get these combo pieces that we. 4 copies of Mind Stone again because we are wanting to ramp. We did decide to go with the Blood Sun Lotus Field package. Again, I'm always a fan of decks that have Blood Sun Lotus Field. Blood Sun's going to shut off all non-mana abilities from lands, and Lotus Field is just going to come in as a 3 mana, as a land that just taps for 3 mana of any color with no drawback. Doesn't come into play tapped. Don't have to sacrifice any lands. So really huge, again, because we are trying to do a lot of stuff in 1 turn. So 4 mana is, we want to do 4 mana plus 3 mana. 7 mana. Having access to that on potentially turn 4 is huge. And then we can just kill our opponent that way. We also have 4 copies of Combat Celebrant, another card that Mr. Dandelion actually did start with and then decided to take it out. Well, we are putting it right back in, and we are going to try to go crazy with this as well. This is a 3 mana 4/1. If it attacks and has not been exerted this turn, you can exert it, so it does have exert. And it says whenever you do exert it, you get to untap all other creatures you control, and after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So again, what's really cool with this is this is going to give us an additional combat phase. That means additional Delina triggers to potentially, maybe we stalled out, maybe we didn't actually hit the good rolls. We're just going to attack again, and we're going to get more tokens, and we'll hopefully just kill our opponent then. And finally, last but not least, 4 copies of Valakut Awakening. Again, for the same reason as Thrill of Possibility, we are just trying to draw as many cards as possible, get as many of our combo creatures into play as quickly as possible, and kill our opponent again as soon as we can. So there are 24 land in this deck, 28 if you do count the Valakut Awakening. So we are going to be drawing a lot of land. Again, this is pretty low to the ground, 4 mana. Some highlights. Mr. Dandelion was playing some removal spells. I believe there were 2 Anger of the Gods, 2 of the Sweltering Sun, and then I believe 3 or maybe even 4 copies of Storm's Wrath. And again, those were because, this deck plays not a lot of creatures. You're just really trying to focus on the Delina Harmonic Prodigy aspect of it. So again, we took basically those 8 copies of cards, and then we upped and put in 4 copies of Combat Celebrant and 4 copies of Reckless Ringleader. And that is what we're trying to do. Again, this deck can be a lot of fun. It can be very explosive. You just really have to watch what your opponent's playing, and sometimes you have to be able to judge whether or not you need to just gradually go for it over multiple turns, or if you need to actually wait and then just go for it all in 1 turn. So this is the deck. Again, super excited to be bringing this to you guys. Let's just hop in the games, and we will see you all at the wrap-up. Well, let's see if this is a meme or a dream. Born to be Wild, again, brought to you by Mr. Dandelion in the Discord channel. Ooh, I like this hand. I really like this hand. Already starting off pretty good. Opponent's gonna think we're on mono red. We're not on. Oh well, we are on mono red, but we're not on. Not on dumb mono red. Ooh, we're on nil. Getting some nil. Should have attacked first. They might have taken it. I don't think they take it if we just have a Mind Stone open. Oh, we're gonna get really milled. Okay. All right, so Blood Sun into seems pretty good. No attacks. Opponent did not have a shock there, so. Next turn we get to Harmonic Prodigy into Delina, into, yeah. I wonder what our opponent does here. I hope they just tap out and like hideous laughter us. Okay. I think we're okay, right? We're going to target this, and then we're going to target that. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to exert. We forgot to exert. Yeah, that would have been really sick if we would have gotten, if we would remember to exert. But apparently, when you just click on attack all. Oh, but it doesn't even matter. So, we lived the dream. Again, I have to make a note. Don't just attack all. You need to exert with the Celebrant separately. Because, again, that would have been sick. We would have copied the Celebrant. Yeah, that would have been sweet. So we'd copy the Celebrant. Those come into play. We untap. We just get all kinds of combat triggers. Yep. Sick. All right, next game. All right, well, game 2, guys. And everybody, you know we need to hydrate right before game. All right, let's go. Let's go. I think this is a keepable hand. Doesn't have a Blood Sun, which is a little unfortunate, but completely fine with attacking for 1, negating our opponent's tap land there. Oh, they got us. They got us good. I knows. Holy smokes. Alright, no attacks. Dinos cost 1 less. There, so I think what we do is I think we need to draw 4. And I'm pretty positive we'll draw a land of some kind. No attack still. The opponent is just on the Unscarred Crag plan over there. Oh, they are playing. Okay. Could be bad. Be a big old boy. Could be the 4/4 that makes a 3/3. Nope. Okay. well, I think what we are going to do is I think we're going to play down the Prodigy. We're going to level this up. We're going to play a Lotus Field. And we are not going to do anything else. Ooh. Rossadon. No blocks. No blocks. Sure thing. All of our creatures have the haste. I think we're going to lose to the dinos because of our really awkward draw. Would really like to draw a Blood Sun, followed by a Delina. Okay. That's pretty good for our opponent. That's really good for our opponent because they can kill that and then it comes back. I'll tell them, nice. Could just kill this raptor. All they're going to do is kill a 1/1. They get a land. Totally fine with that. Yep, I did completely forget that it was going to come back. Oh, let's keep drawing. Keep that dream alive. Oh, there's a Delina. Do we attack? We attack. They'll get another land. Fuck off of that. Attacks. Yeah. Again, our land was pretty awkward. Have to block. And then we just kind of have to go for it, right? All right. Oh, we're just going to lose because of that rampaging Rossadon. Oh, good game. Good game. One for meme, one for dream. We're going to go out our own way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We went out our own way. Lost to a rampaging Rossadon. Remember when that thing was banned in Standard? I remember that. Alright, next game. Ooh. We're learning a lot about this deck. These short games that we've played with it. Waiting on opponent. There we go. Thought we were going to get that infamous pair into a draw. Raid 26. We go first. I'm going to keep this. We got a Blood Sun. We got a Lotus Field. That's all we need, right? That's all we need with any of our decks. Blood Sun, Lotus Field. Let's go. Temple of Mystery. Okay, I'll actually take a drop here. Beautiful. Sultai. Anticipate. That's not fair. Alright, well. We're going to do it. Next turn we can Lotus Field into Mind Stone. I mean, we could throw out a Delina just to kind of freak them out a little bit. But it won't have haste. Or could level it up. Oh, creature still won't have haste. Still won't have haste. You know what? We're just doing it. We're just going for it, right? Won't it be gentle? Oh. One of these decks, though. We'll start off with a Thrill. Part of land. Draw some more shenanigans. Play another Mind Stone since it will draw us another card later. And then we're just going to get in. Lucky 13, let's go. The gate. It gets a draw card. Don't know what they're going to do here. I don't know what we draw next. I don't know what they... I really thought they were going to be playing Niv Mizzet based off of the lands they were playing. Pacifism. Pacifism. Alright, so... we need to draw a card. We need to play Barbarian Class. We need to play another Delina. Absolutely sure of that. And let's go. Get a 20. Oh man, really? They're at 4. We're just gonna play the old beatdown game. Have some kind of wrath here. Kill it now. That way we can... oh, that's a little unfortunate, right? They can do that at instant speed, but it will be eating away at their hand. They do need to have exactly 2 in their hand, or the game is over. 2 shrines or 2 land. Exert. All right. Oh. The safe play here, honestly, is just to hit this. Targeted. They should have done this before we attacked. Absolutely. Take action. Absolutely take action. Absolutely. Let's keep going. Yeah. Oh, mono red. Mono red Delina. Again, do that before the attacks. So, sweet. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Now, I do think if we just end up playing against like a life gain deck or something along those lines, we just get destroyed. Obviously, we got destroyed by decks that have just a lot of creatures in play. So maybe there's an argument about putting some board wipe in here and then just try to do it all in one turn. Not here to do that. You're here for fun. This is actually a pretty great hand. Turn 1, turn 2. Go. Boop. I got the sweet werewolf sleeves. Those are pretty cool sleeves. Alright, well, you're not blocking. If you want to block, that'd be great. Jadar, Ghoulcaller of Nephalia. Valiant. Let me read this. Everyone. Alright, let me read. Whenever one or more non-token creatures die, create Decade. Right, so I honestly think we are going to play this, and we are going to, yeah, I think we're just going to level this up. Get in, try to get our opponent to like tap out somehow. And then maybe there's an argument for not even casting this next turn. And playing another Barbarian Class. Again, don't know if that's correct. Definitely a thought, though. The creature that we want to have haste has haste already. So yeah, I don't want to just play into a counterspell right now. So I want to pump this. No. Let's just send it in. Now we're just gonna make them take 3. Don't think it's actually worth it to anything crazy here. They already chose to go past blockers, right? Yeah, we'll go and do this. All right, well, you got some menace. You are tapped out. And I think we just go for it. We are going to copy Delina. There we go. Let's roll again. Oh yeah, let's roll again. Keep rolling. Ah. Let's see. We're gonna target this. this. There we go. Keep them coming. Oh man, this is sweet. All right. Right, let's go here, here, and here. And we've got a lot of menacing. They said nice. We said thanks. That's a lot of damage. Holy moly. That was 25 damage in menacing 5/2s. This deck is sweet. Oh, I love when people, you know, think of really great new ideas and they send them my way and I get to play them. So awesome. All right, next game. This deck. Oh, this deck is so sweet. Oh, cards that people don't expect to be played together or at all, especially in Historic. Historic's just wide open. I mean, we're going to keep this. As long as nothing horrible happens, we definitely get to this Blood Sun and Lotus Field. So, as long as they don't thought see, and I'm going to regret saying it as soon as I say it, as long as they don't thought seize our Mind Stone. Like our opponent has Schrodinger's hand over there. They don't have thought seize until you actually mention it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, well. They counter it, they counter it. We have another one. We're getting to waste. All right, well. Kind of perfect. We'll just play a Harmonic Prodigy. They'll have not wasted a counter yet. They might be playing blue, mono blue flash. Okay. Good to know that they have that. And again, good to know that they are playing mono blue flash. Or just mono blue aggro. Oh. Zoria's Control. Interesting. So I don't want to go too heavy here with creatures until I think we can win the game. So we're going to play this, and I think we are going to use this last mana to draw a card now. I really don't want to leave anything just floating. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well they are on the bounce, bounce, bounce plan. Wait, let me read this. Create a blue. Alright. Did it. Alright, so how do we do this? I really gotta think. So how much mana do we have access to? 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This costs 10 if we do everything. Which we don't have to do everything. I would like to do everything in one turn because it's more likely. Oh! Malka, come back! Come back! Oh man. You can see because you thought we were going to do something big and stupid, which we were not. We were not going to do something big and stupid there. So, you know, these quick concessions earn everybody extra games. So let's keep it going. This deck is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I've already identified my least favorite card in the deck. I won't be giving that away yet. I'll not be giving that away yet, but we're going to keep that. I still would like to put this on this. Elf deck? Oh, it's a graveyard deck. I like it. Do we attack? 100%. Care to block. Alright, free damage. Oh, lucky hit. I swear I never hit creatures whenever I play my own Death Bonnet Sprouts. Nice. Oh, oof. Right. A little awkward. We have to make sure that we hit a land turn. Yeah, I think we're gonna attack. And obviously you just take it. Blue leaf. Not a difficult decision. You take it, and then of course you're gonna mill 2 additional creatures because your luck will be vastly superior to what our luck typically is. Creature. Creature. Look at that. Alright, well, that's good that they... I mean, they should 100% get in, because I am not going to trade my Combat Celebrant for one of your creatures. He did not draw land. Unfortunate. Alright, so... player land here. I don't know if we should hold this, right? I feel like they're not going to do a whole lot over there. Yep, we don't have any creatures. You have all the... Yep, this is going to get pretty... Their deck's going to get pretty out of hand pretty quickly. Holy... And a Roar of the Worm? Oh. Blue Leaf, what are you doing to us? You're just getting the best draw ever. No blocks. Just let you beat up on us. That's fine. We will only draw a land. You could Valakut Awakening. What does that do, though? Doesn't do much. We'll just play a land. We'll just play this. And I think we have to get lucky. Third, attack, 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 attack. Yep. Does not look good. Got him. Yep, I think they outdid us. Good game. Good game. Oh, you can't even good game us back, Blue Leaf? Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Good game nonetheless. And we are just going to keep on rolling. Let's go. Get right back at it. Forget about that horrible loss. And let's shuffle up. Let's get a sweet hand. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know if this is a sweet hand, but it's a pretty decent hand. Barbarian Class, Harmonic Prodigy. Against this Flyers or Rogue? I don't know. It's just a really weird build of mill. Okay. That's an interesting. So now, well, let's play another one. Let's draw a counter spell. They're gonna counter it and mill us for 3. Yep. Or 5, actually. Yeah. Such amazing. Such wonder. We're winning. 18-19, my friends. It's nice. You got another one? Uh-oh. Let's play it. Just attack. Again, we're winning the race. Uh-oh. They got a land too? Yeah, they do. They only have 1 card in their hand? Oh, okay. Alright. Sure. Sure. I'm gonna say nice. And then we're gonna do stuff next turn. We are gonna do stuff. So, let's see. Going to combat. We're exerting. Let's go. All right. Well, we're just gonna copy. Gonna copy old Delina. Yep. Take action. Nice. Take action. We're going. Take action. Oh. Go here, 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 and here. Go again. Choose them. Oh yeah, all the damage. Woo! What's better? Mill or mono red? Crazy. Born to be wild. Oh, it's gonna be this. Hey, we get a bonus game because of that concession earlier, so let's shuffle up and get this one last game. Bonus game. Let's go. Let's go. This deck's doing great. 5-2. 5-2 so far. That's right? Yeah, only 2 losses. Oh, it's against a Wily. But not Wile E. Coyote. This definitely has stuff we want to be doing. I would very much like to keep this hand. Go. Oh, Wiley, you so crazy. All right. Got a swamp. You have a Barbarian Class. Oh, Bulgari. Oh, Mutate. Holy, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about going against Mutate. Recolor Mutate with all basics. This is going to be bad. Okay, so they did not mutate anything. That's good. That means they don't have the one. They don't have the Great Horn, I think it is, and they don't have a Gem Razor unless they're just missing the other forest in their hand. I think what we do here, I think we have to play Combat Celebrant to Lotus Field into nothing. The next turn we could level up the Barbarian Class all the way. Again, it's just going to depend on you see. All right, drawing our Goblin might be the best draw. No, we want Barbarian Class at least level 2. So again, good. Our opponent did not have double. Oh, okay. Totally fine there. Yep, that's definitely a free attack for you. We are going to, so we have 5 mana. I really don't want to discard another card, discard this land. So if we play this, we could do this and we could level. But if we do this, we can't level, so I think we have to play this. And then if our opponent makes us discard, we have to discard the land. And then just hope we draw another land, and then I think we're fine, right? So, please be gentle. Don't mutate. Please don't mutate. Please don't. Just play a completely different creature. Ugh. Doesn't do anything. It just is going to grow their guy and make us discard. Land. Oh, not a land. Not a land. So if we attack, we can hit them for 12. Or this is going to be pretty risky, right? This is a risky. So we'll just attack. That's it. This way we have a blocker. If they mutate, obviously that's really bad for us. We have to block. If they don't mutate, we don't have to block, right? So if there's an instant block, instant mutate that's not blue. We're at 1. I hate it. So all of our creatures have haste. This was actually a pretty sick draw, but we don't have the other land for it, so. We are going to hurt. Attack. Attack. We're just going to target Delina. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we're taking action. Fizzled there. Target a creature you control. This one. This one. I think we're good. That is 17 damage. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, unfortunately for you, you're dead. So, perfect. Sweet, sweet victory. Yeah, this is actually this deck's a little more complicated to play than I thought it would be. And I did not expect to play against an Abzan mutate deck there at the end, so that was kind of cool to see. So, all right, let's talk about the deck here in the wrap-up. All right, everybody, welcome to the wrap-up, and that was a ton of fun. We actually managed to go 6-2. We did have one early concession, so that's why we got that extra game in. Kind of messed up on that first game against Mill, I think, even though we won. I don't think we actually could have won either of those games that we lost. But it was cool actually getting to see some of those decks, actually see people are, not just always playing the crazy, unbeatable, crazy combo decks in Historic. People do actually just play regular decks with cards that they have. So again, Historic is a format you can still play, even though if you've, initially gotten into Standard. Because, as the more Standard you play, the longer you play, your cards are going to rotate out. You might as well just throw together a Historic deck. And again, you don't have to go spending all kinds of crazy money on it. You can kind of just build them gradually as you get wild cards. Even if you're going to start with like uncommons and stuff like that, there's a ton of great commons and uncommons that are super powerful in Historic. So, but yeah, let's talk about this deck real quick. It was really cool. We got to, play Delina and friends in one turn and actually win the game. We got to set it up over the course of multiple turns. We did have a really, really close game that last game. Did pretty much predict or hope that our opponent actually did not mutate that last time. And yeah, so really cool deck. Now, cards that I'm kind of iffy on this deck, and you could take this really however you want. I do think that you could easily play this deck without Blood Sun and without Lotus Field. So if you do that, you can actually cut back on the number of land you're playing. You could probably go down to like 22 land. So that's actually going to give us access to 6 different cards we could be playing. So we can actually throw a little bit more removal in. Combat Celebrant is actually not really needed in this deck. I really just wanted to give it a try because I did think that copying Combat Celebrant could be pretty good, could be fun. On top of that, to me, it just kind of fit in the deck, giving us extra attacks, letting us Delina more, Delina. And I feel like I don't remember which way I say her name every time I say it. And then also the Thrill of Possibilities, not really set on in this deck as well. But I think in this deck, however, I do prefer Thrill of Possibility over Valakut Awakening in this particular build, because I do think the Valakut Awakening, with it being 3 mana, I don't really ever feel like I'm wanting to cast that. I feel like I'm losing in this deck if I'm casting Valakut Awakening. Whereas whenever I'm playing the big red decks that I play that actually play Awakening, I actually feel like I'm not losing. I'm not even really slightly behind. I feel like I'm just trading bad cards for good cards, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm getting great value out of it. And in this deck, for some reason, I just don't feel like I'm getting the same thing, because I'd much rather be actually casting spells than having to worry about looking for spells to cast. So I don't really feel like it fits in this deck. Now the Reckless Ringleader I think is great. I think that's a great card in here. Yes, it is weak, because it is just a 1/1 for 1, but being able to give our other creatures that we actually care about haste permanently, we don't actually have to worry about leveling up a Barbarian Class all the way. Sometimes we just need to get Barbarian Class up to level 2, you know, so we can actually get that +2/+0 in Menace. That I really feel like that's the most important thing, but obviously haste is huge. So again, Reckless Ringleader in this deck, I do feel like it does fit. And the Harmonic Prodigy is great. It actually, you know, triggers Delina, lets you get those extra triggers in, and then at the same time, it really just paints a huge target on his back, on the Harmonic Prodigy, because while it's not necessarily needed, because a Barbarian Class really just does the same thing almost, but Harmonic Prodigy is again, it's not essential to this. So it does put, I'd rather our opponent actually target and kill our Harmonic Prodigy over Delina, obviously. So that it just helps. It's kind of like a distractionary thing, and it really works. So again, though, I do like playing Blood Sun and Lotus Field in pretty much every deck ever, and all of you know that. But I feel like you could easily build this deck either way. And it might be worth looking into potentially playing this deck again, adding that removal spell, that the removal spells that he had in, you know, like the Anger of the Gods or the Sweltering Suns. But I don't think you would actually need to play, you know, a full like 7 or 8 copies, you know, including the Storm's Wrath. I feel like if you just played a few to actually just wipe the board, I do think if we would have had one of those, you know, one of those games that we lost, you know, like an Anger of Gods against that green-black Golgari deck, I do feel like would have been insane, and I don't think we would have lost that game at all if we would have had that. But yeah, that is Born to be Wild. And again, thank you so much to Mr. Dandelion. And if you have made it this far, I do just want to let you know, again, I've been super busy with work, and I haven't had time to really do a lot of brewing. So I'm loving deck submissions right now. You know, am willing to make tweaks, maybe not make tweaks, just depending on how much I think, you know, how awesome I think your deck is. But you know, if it just needs like a card here or there, and you're wanting me to see what I would do with it, let me know, and I would love to do that. And also, this is a great example of what we do in Decktember. And since December's coming up, and with December we have Decktember, it's a great time to join the Discord, start being part of the community, and maybe get your deck chosen for Decktember, because what we'll do is we will play your deck as is, and then after a few games we will make some changes, and then we will play the deck with as my version, and we'll just see if maybe you know, my changes maybe added to the deck a little bit, or maybe it didn't, but it'll just give you a little bit of a chance to see you know, maybe things from a different perspective. So that is happening. So maybe you made it all the way to the end, and if you did, hey, and maybe you didn't know about Decktember, join the Discord. So again, if you enjoy the deck, enjoy the videos, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all those cool links down below. Hit the bell icon, and join the Discord. Do all that you can to help us beat that YouTube algorithm. So with that being said, everybody, please stay safe. We will see you all next time.